Welcome to Dice with Death, where anyone could die with a roll of the dice. I'm your direct messenger, Oli Bateman, and joining me again for this week's performative Dungeons & Dragons podcast is Chatty Badger's Jamie Powis.
We saw octopus ink when refueling our submarine. Fingers crossed it's not Squiddy, hooked up to a milking machine. I'm Aark.
Oh, that's so grim.
That's so dark, just his dead body being pumped and pumped and pumped. Oh, that's terrifying.
Not dead, though. Not dead.
No, definitely not dead. Yeah. We're going to free him from said machine in the future.
Yes.
I'm also, of course, joined by IGN's Amy Mallett.
Right, are you ready for this? Because obviously I'm pretty poorly, but I'm going to give it my all because I wrote it ages ago and I'm really happy with it.
Go for it.
This is inspired by DJ Khaled, et al. All we do is win, win, win no matter what. Drank too much bloody mead and there's no dirty chicken shop. And every time we step up to a geezer and make them look in Titus's box, we get asked to leave. It's Zakaiya Rebel Dusk.
What an entrance. I literally had DJ Khaled in my head. All I do is win, no matter what. Well done, Amy Mallett. 10 out of 10 for effort. Let's see if we can get
another one.
Another one. Let's see if we can get another one.
We the best party.
Let's see if we can get another one from Adam Wilbourn. I'm, of course, joined by WhatCulture.com's Adam Wilbourn.
They didn't want me to write another rhyme, so I wrote another rhyme. Okay. I'm Titus. I ain't no waif. Last time I farted, right in a safe. We got money and partied, painted the town red. Oh, and don't forget, Lakeland Zager is a knobhead.
I'm going to take that personally, seeing as I play every other character in this campaign. So, is everybody ready to continue the adventure?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Previously on Dice with Death, as the merfolk officer walked up the hill towards Aark, Zakaiya and Titus, a blue arcane electrical storm erupted around them, causing the earth to shake and the party to feel healthier and stronger. In this moment, Titus insightfully recalled a conversation between two medical staff aboard Aura Scalesguard's battlecruiser while he was in a coma. The Jaeger Project, Petro Solidus, an arcane cell count of 9,000, and being one with their blood were all mentioned during this non-linear recalling. The merfolk officer, Lakeland Zager, informed the gang that he was there to escort you all to Mount Uji and Mr. Hirokoshi and advised you took care of what business you needed to quickly. Before you set off, Aark bust open the safe in the barn conversion with a blowtorch he borrowed from Kuda and Lintu, who had altogether disappeared from the electronics store. You found 5,000 gold pieces and headed back up to the collapsed mine where Aark had set up a funeral procession to honour the late Madame Morgana. Aark, Zakaiya and Titus all said their goodbyes in tear-jerking speeches, while the town of freed villagers raised candles in respect for their former fallen leader. And with every passing moment before Madame Morgana's body was cremated on the pyre, the wish stone, still in Titus's possession, started beating and pulsing uncontrollably until her body was smouldering ash. Aark headed to the submarine to meet Lakeland, while Titus and Zakaiya partied it up hard with the villagers, celebrating their freedom from the jackals in the tavern. After Aark and Lakeland smoked cigars and enjoyed a few hours of peace and quiet, Zakaiya and Titus rocked up drunk as skunks while throwing up all over the scouting submarine. Aark then inspected the piece of parchment Lakeland was to deliver to him and saw the words "Aves Gone Mad" written in bloodstains across the page. Aark was adamant that he wanted to borrow an interplanetary ship to get back to his home planet, before Lakeland reminded him that it was impossible to travel anywhere since the travel ban was put in place. You all settled down for a long rest while Lakeland sailed the sub up the river, with you only waking to the sound of the scouting sub emerging from the water at a rundown fueling station. The place was littered with locals, as well as a large fresh supply of giant squid ink to the side of the building. Lakeland reminded you all that as wanted criminals, it might be best if you were to lay low while he went to get fuel, and as he exited the sub, walked the decking and entered the diner of the fueling station, the metal shutters fell rapidly behind him before gunshots echoed from inside, out of sight. And that's where we are now. The locals have scattered, the shutter doors have slammed shut, and shots are firing off, one after the other, accompanied by shouting and snorting. You are currently not in initiative yet. What do you do?
When you said, I thought for a minute, you said shouting and snorting. I thought you just heard the tremendous sneeze that I just did, and I was like, how rude. Well, he's fucked, I reckon. What about you guys?
Is the snorting from inside the submarine? Is it? Can we hear this snorting through the submarine? What's this snorting?
Roll for snorting. Who's gonna do a snorting check?
Yeah, roll a snorting check. No, roll perception or insight, and tell me which one you roll.
I'll go insight, and that is 17.
Okay, you know that the snorting is coming from inside the fueling station where the gunshots are going off.
Do I know? I don't know if I would ever know this, but can I figure out how to refuel a submarine?
We can leave him.
Because
I like this plan already.
Yeah, me too. I'm in.
Okay, Aark, tell me exactly what it is that you want to do.
right, so we're in the submarine right now. I'm thinking, I don't want to leave Lakeland, to be honest, but I do want to make a getaway. So what I want to do is have a look at the control panel and see if there's like a little switch that you push and like the cap pops open on the kind of like the fuel bit, and then you can put your pipe in and refuel. I just want to have a look if I can see that symbol anywhere, the universal symbol for popping things open.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
Having piloted a merfolk submarine before, roll me an investigation check with advantage.
I'm going to guide myself as well because I need all the help I can get. So, oh my god. Okay, first roll was a nat 1. Second roll was an 18 plus 4, so 22. And what was it? Is it investigation? I'm not intelligent, so yeah, it's 24.
Okay, 24. Yeah, you see the universal symbol for opening a fuel cap on the side of a scouting sub. You push it?
I'm going to push it.
Okay, you push it real good.
Salt and peppers here.
It's going to sound so bad in the edit trying to line those up. Yeah, you push the button, you hear a click and like cogs turn, and you hear the physical sound of the fuel flap on the side of the submarine opening. It sounds as if it's on the side of where the decking is, where you're parked up. And Aark, I would say, as part of your military background, you would know really, really well that merfolk submarines or vehicles of any kind run on giant squid ink.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to the party and just go, you guys are a bit hungover. It's probably best you don't help with the refueling because I'm worried you'll blow us all up. But if you guys fancied, getting involved with that fight that's kicking off.
You hear shots, you hear more shots going off, you hear people crying out in pain, as well as more snorting going on. Let me roll some dice, 1 second. Great, carry on.
Oh god. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, Titus. I'm feeling a bit ropey to go in there and fight those guys.
I don't really want to save Lakeland, but I do want some snacks. So.
Well, this is exactly what I was about to say. I do still want my Twix or Mars bar, whatever it was I asked him for when he went in the petrol station. And I can't see that happening anytime soon unless I go in there. If you want a job done, go and get it yourself. So can me and Titus sneak in there and just... Is there any way?
I definitely can. So I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even know why I'm asking. Can I sneak in there? Titus will be fine. Can I? Is there any way we can have a look without is there a door, a window, anything like that? It's a shutter, isn't it? So we can't really see in at all.
Yeah, you can. If you wanted to, you could climb up the ladder through the porthole in the top, and you could roll a perception check and see if you can suss out the area.
I would love to do that. Let me do exactly that. Right. A 14.
14 with a 14 on perception.
Yep.
You see that to the left of the building, where all the giant squid ink fuel is in barrels, there is a side door that enters into the fueling station, the garage, that part of the building.
Okay. So, but I can't see anybody else or any commotion or anything.
You hear commotion, you don't see anything. The last thing that you guys saw was when the shutters closed, all the locals who were sat out the front smoking cigarettes and enjoying the sunshine have all scattered and all run away, like terrified.
Right. Okay. So
Smoking cigarettes, as people like to do near petrol stations, of course.
Yeah, it's like the worst place to have a beer garden. I'm gonna whisper down to Titus. There is an entrance round the side near the squid ink, not squiddy ink. Do you want to like creep in, see what we can see?
Yeah, maybe we could get a double whammy. We don't have to save Lakeland, and we can get straight into the supply closet instead. Let's go and have a look.
That's what I'm thinking personally. I don't really want to have to save Lakeland, but I do want food.
Why do I give you guys allies and you just absolutely pile on them and fucking hate them?
Hey, we don't. We loved the gatekeeper. They were the best.
Yeah.
You only like them because you physically could not kill them. That's why you like them.
I wouldn't have done if I had the chance. I was gonna say, hey, we like Madame Montana. Look where she ended up.
Yeah.
Start the montage music now, and you have like Jance and Yapple pop up, and then you have Squiddy pop up, then Madame Morgana.
Oh no.
So
Right,
what are
okay.
you doing, guys? You're popping
Let's-
up the top of the submarine, and are you heading for that side entrance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's head for the side entrance.
Okay.
Stealthily, though.
Yes.
Okay. You want to get to the side entrance. You both need to roll me stealth checks with disadvantage, please.
Oh, yeah, we got disadvantage on everything now because we're hungover.
Bear with me 1 second while I check the
Oh
rules.
my god, Adam! This is like, this is real life. Your consequences of our actions are catching up on us.
You guys have disadvantage on all ability checks.
I'm never drinking again.
You guys have disadvantage on all ability checks until you finish the next long rest.
I thought you were going to say until you find a snack.
Until you get Dominoes.
You only feel a lot better after like a Mackey's or something. You're like, oh, back in the game, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no, this is great. This is rule of cool. If you find a snack and you eat the snack, I'll get you to roll a d20. If you roll a nat 20 when eating a snack, you will no longer have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, that sounds fair. That sounds fair to me.
Find the closest Ginsters Pasty that you can and wolf it down.
Is there any Irn Bru in this? Because that is my go-to.
Oh,
that and a sausage roll. Oh, back in the.
You will have to find out if you're going to enter the fueling station. So roll me stealth checks to get there to find some Irn Bru.
I got a 19.
19. Titus, what did you get?
Not a 19. I rolled and I went, oh, that's not very good. And I rolled again with disadvantage, obviously, and it got worse. So I got a 6.
So Zakaiya, you, very stealthy druid, you stealth across this decking, not making any sound whatsoever, and hunker yourself down where this door is that enters into the garage, right next to where all this squid ink fuel is. Titus, you jump from the Merfolk scouting sub, and instead of landing purposefully and gracefully onto this decking, you go through this decking halfway.
Oh
like
my
your
God.
legs,
Oh, no.
your legs smash through wood splinters into the water below you, and you are currently stuck waist down. Your legs are in the water, and you're just kind of like a spinning top. Your arms are just up like this.
I mean, fucking, you've been framed over here.
250 gold.
Yeah, can I try and lift myself out of this?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Roll me an athletics check
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Thankfully, I'm good at athletics, he says before rolling a nat 1, probably. Oh my God. No. Why now? Fucking nat 20 on a fucking athletics check, and I've got
no.
disadvantage. Okay, that's all right. 16.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
You pull yourself up. You pull yourself up and out. And are you heading over to where Zakaiya is?
Stealthily, I am indeed.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check.
Again, I rolled a 5, and I was like, well, that's bad. Rolled a 3, so I got a 5 on my stealth.
Okay, so you're both hunkered down by the side of this fueling station next to this fuel. What are you doing from here?
Oh, okay. Is there a door we can peep our little heads around? See what the situation is inside there? See where the Pringles might be in proximity to us?
Yeah, totally. Roll me, if you both want to at this point, roll me perception checks.
Okay, with disadvantage. God, drinking in a fantasy world. Not even once, kids. Not even once. 11.
Okay, Titus, what did you get?
I got a 4.
We got a 4. Okay.
This hangover is having me for lunch.
Yeah.
Titus, even though you got a 4, you still peek round the corner and into this room, and it's an absolute mess. Like through this garage and then into the diner, you see in and you see Lakeland Zager, Officer Lakeland Zager, with his arcane electrical dagger drawn. You see it glowing with blue energy, sparking with electric energy, and you see three quite beefy hog folk in Hawaiian shorts, Hawaiian shirts, and bounty hunter boots, all with their guns like pointing towards Lakeland Zager, shooting and snorting, and just trying to kill Lakeland Zager. Zakaiya, you see all this too, but you also see on the far wall where Lakeland is, a pile of Ginsters pork pies that have fallen out on the floor.
Oh,
That's a bit insensitive, isn't it, for the bounty hunters? Pork pies. Oh wow, I'm liking the sound of these bounty hunters. Very Knights of the Old Republic, like the Gamorreans. Okay. Well, I can see the food. So, how close is the food to me, Oli?
Oh, you've got to travel through a garage and get through a diner. It's about 80 feet long.
Right. Can I stealth it, or will is it very small chance that I can do that? Will I be seen?
Will you be seen? You'll have to roll stealth checks to find out.
I can see the food. There's a Ginsters pasty and a pork pie with our names on it, but I just
yeah.
Yeah,
You
is
know
it
the
worth
phrase,
it?
I could kill for a pork pie? Yeah, that's about to become a reality.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bloody hell, I'm getting some stealth's actually doing me all right. Oh no, but I've got to pick the lower one, haven't I?
You do.
Christ's sake. Oh
I love
my
this.
god.
You forgot about that's great. Oh, I'm rolling with disadvantage. Shit.
Well, the first
okay.
stealth one, I genuinely did to get 2 really good rolls, so I ended up with 19 as lowest. But yeah, that's going to be what was that? That was 8, so 10 stealth. That's not going to be enough.
10 for stealth. Okay, Zakaiya, you see the you kind of try to stealth past the pile of tires and the engine oil, and in the process you knock this can of engine oil off of the tires, and it hits the floor and just makes kind of like a crash on the floor, and these 3 hogfolk bounty hunters kind of rear up and go, "Who's that? Who's that?" They turn around and see you, and then one of them points their gun directly at you. Titus and Zakaiya, if you'd like to roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
Before
Do we have to roll this with disadvantage?
No, this is just initiative, so you're absolutely fine. No disadvantage on this.
Of course, that's the one to get a fucking 16 on, isn't it? Fucking course.
Amy, what did you get?
15.
Before we get into combat, we cut back over to Aark. Aark, what are you doing?
I would have flown out the sub and just gone to like one of the petrol pumps.
Yep.
Had a look, see if one of the things was open, like the
Yeah.
little hatch open.
Yeah.
Petrol pump.
Yeah.
In the little like hole, just squeeze. There we go. Fill her up. That's it.
I'm
Fill
trying to
her up.
explain to somebody how to use a petrol pump.
Basically, just shorten that to I refuel the sub with petrol.
Little hole, squeeze.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
squeeze. Done.
You squeeze on the petrol pump and it just clicks and nothing comes out.
Has to be authorised. Motherfuckers. Can I roll something to figure out why it's not coming out?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
22.
22. You know that the pump is empty and you probably have to fill it from one of the squid ink barrels that's behind you at the fueling station.
Oh, are they big old barrels?
They are. They're like the size of Titus.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to lift that, I don't think. What I'm going to do is for shits and giggles. Do I have enough strength to maybe push one over onto its side?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me. So you want to push it over and essentially roll it to where the sub is, right? Great.
I was actually thinking of rolling it towards where the diner is.
Oh,
Home Alone, this town.
right.
Again.
Hey.
Right. Okay. Tell me where you want to roll this, and then roll your athletics check.
I want to push it against one of the shutters.
Okay. Great. Roll me an athletics check.
9 plus nothing. That's a 9.
That's a 9. You don't manage to push this barrel over. It's so big and so hefty and so full of giant squid ink. You're pulling on it, you're pushing on it, you're trying to get it over. It's not moving.
I think I'd go and see what was happening in the in that diner. Then, if I can't push it or refuel it, then I'll just have a fly over and see what's happening.
Okay. So you're going in the same way that Titus and Zakaiya went in?
I'd have a look on the roof, I think.
Okay.
If there's any kind of like anything on the roof, or can I look in anyway, or anything like that?
Right. Okay. Sneaky boy. Right. You fly up onto the roof, and you. It's not exactly a skylight. It's just a hole in the roof. This is a very sunny, hot part of the Ceraclean River. It's a bit like, imagine the bayou. So you're looking into this hole in the roof, which is essentially made out of tin. And you see exactly what's going on behind you. You see the hog folk have turned around, have spotted Zakaiya. Titus is kind of back a little bit. They haven't quite spotted him yet. And you see Lakeland Zager at the other end getting shot at. At this point, Aark, roll initiative, please.
Lovely. That is 17.
17. Ooh. We're into initiative now, and
Yes.
luckily, you guys are so close to each other. It's great. Aark, you're 17. You go first.
Lovely. So, how is Lakeland looking?
Lakeland is looking bloodied and beaten, as if he's been shot a couple of times trying to defend himself.
Okay. So I'm looking through this kind of little hole. I can see everyone.
Yep.
Are they within 30 feet of me?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to cast Bless. So I'm going to cast Bless on Lakeland, Titus, and Zakaiya.
Ooh, okay. Sorry, bear with me.
Does that like cancel out the hangover?
No.
Oh.
No, you must live through your hangover. You must live through the decisions that you have made.
I was gonna
Aark, so you can either just get Lakeland or you can get Titus and Zakaiya because they're at opposite ends of the fueling station, but you can see everything that's going on.
Cool. So I will cast Bless on Zach and Titus and me.
Wonderful. Could you remind everybody how Bless works, please?
You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Amazing. So you guys might be rolling with disadvantage, but you now get to plus a d4 to your ability checks. Great.
Ooh,
and
cool.
your attacks, of course. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Aark?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, we move on to Titus. You're up next. You see Zakaiya, who has knocked over this oil can onto the floor. The hog folk have turned around. They're snorting and saying, "Who the fuck are you?" You see Lakeland over in the corner. What are you doing?
do they know I'm there?
Amazingly, I mean, you failed a stealth check outside. There was too many gunshots going off inside for them to even notice you were there. A big hulking Goliath of a man. But yeah, they haven't seen you yet.
And I presume what did you say? It was 80 feet away from them or 80 feet away from the pork pies? I got confused.
So the fueling station is 80 feet long. You're probably between 65 and 70 feet away from the pork pies. The hog folk are maybe 30 to 40 feet away from you.
Ooh, okay. So I need to get closer to them. So I probably... Oh, I should. I'm not going to rage, because if I rage and then stealth, then I'll lose my rage, wouldn't I? That's stupid, Adam. Don't do that. I need to do an attack thing. So I will just try to... Oh, no, can I sneak closer to them?
Yeah, of course you can. You can use your movement.
It's been going so well so far. Okay, right. That's a solid base. The first roll was a 17. Right. So all I need now is not to fuck up this second roll. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath. 18! Fuck me! What's going on?
Yes!
Okay, Titus with an 18.
Actually, no, that's a 19 because of my thingy.
Even better. You're better than maths at Amy Mallett, which is great. 18
Absolutely.
plus 1 is 18.
Quick math.
Quick maths. So Titus, you sneak, you duck down, and you get behind one of the walls where there's just toolboxes in this garage. It just opens out onto this diner, and essentially the hogfolk bounty hunters are kind of behind tables that they've propped up, in gangster films, and they flip the tables over.
Yeah.
But
is it like a 50s diner? That's what I'm picturing.
Exactly. But you hunker down behind one of these booths that's like right on the edge of this garage that enters the diner, so you're there now. You've used your movement, you've got an action and a bonus action.
Okay, so how close am I to them, sorry?
Now, with you getting there, you're 10 feet away.
Okay, so I'm still not close enough to swing my greatsword, so that's only got 5 feet of range. But I am close enough to hoy a javelin at one of them, I suppose.
Yes, you are, yeah.
Okay, so I'll pop up from behind the booth and say, Sunday, Monday isn't going to be such a happy day for you motherfuckers. And then throw a javelin at him.
Oh, let's get one of those in there. Who are you throwing the javelin at? There's
Lakeland.
There's a very big, beefy hog folk. There's a medium-sized boy and a small boy.
The ugliest one, please, which will probably be the biggest.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get a D4. Here we go. Yeah, it's the biggest one. The biggest guy. So. The one who's about the size of you or nearing the size of you is the ugliest one. You hoy this javelin at him. Roll to hit.
This I don't roll with disadvantage, do I?
Nope.
Which means I'm inevitably going to fuck it up on just one go.
That face says it all. That face says it all. You get an 8. Okay. Your javelin misses and pings into the side of one of these tables. You have a bonus action.
Oh, rage. Shit, yeah. Here we go.
You go into
the old
rage.
nipples.
Ding, ding. You tweak the old nipples. You pull the straps down off your singlet. And you go into a rage. Zakaiya, that is your go.
Woo. Okay, how close are they to me?
You have moved. So with your move, okay, you're 30 feet away from them currently.
30 feet away. Okay,
Yep.
so it'll take my movement speed to get to them.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably better keeping them at a distance. So I'm going to get out my crossbow and I'm going to fire for the ugly one that Titus is going for. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we might be able to bring him down quicker, and try and get him right between the eyes.
Okay, roll to hit.
I got 8.
8.
Fuck's sake.
Exactly the same as Titus. You see this arrow ping into the side of the table, missing the ugly hog folk's leg, his pork loin, if you will. And Zakaiya, is there anything else you want to do with your turn? You've still got movement and a bonus action.
So with my bonus action, can I use my cantrip Shillelagh?
You absolutely can. Tell us what Shillelagh does, please.
So
Ooh.
the wood of a club or quarterstaff you are holding is imbued with nature's power. So I only have a hand axe, but it is made of wood. So I imagine that would be the same thing. Is that
Yep.
cool?
Yep.
For the duration, you can use your spell casting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attacks using that weapon. And the weapon's damage die becomes a d8. The weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. The spell ends if you cast it again or if you let go of the weapon. So yeah, I guess it just gives it that kind of magical damage boost.
Yes, you cast Shillelagh on your hand axe. When you do damage with this, roll a d8. So that's great. You have used a bonus action. That, I believe, is the end of your turn. And we move on to the first brooding, ugly hogfolk. Who the fuck do you think you are, throwing javelins and shooting arrows at me? No response? All right then. I'll have to kill you myself. And he takes his little hand cannon, his little hand
Sorry,
pistol.
did I not introduce myself? My name is Titus, Thunder Bastard Caligari, but you can call me the Fonz. Hey! Is there a juke? Please tell me there's a jukebox in this place. I know I can't do anything yet, but is there a jukebox in the place?
Roll me a perception check.
If it's an old school diner, there has to be.
With disadvantage.
On.
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. Why are all the good rolls coming out now, Adam? You're
no.
joking me. A 16 and a 17, so a 16 I got. 16. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you see a jukebox right next to this big ugly brute who's like by this.
Hey.
He's flipped the table over, but the jukebox is right next to him.
Okay. Sorry, I was busy introducing myself. I interrupted you. Continue, please, good sir.
He sees you looking at the jukebox, and he looks back and forth between it, and he can tell that you really want to like kick it on or turn it on or something, do some fun shit. And you see him very spitefully rise up his elbow,
No.
slam it into the jukebox, and you just see sparks come out of the jukebox, and he goes, as it like DJ stops, and he just goes, "Is that what you wanted? You wanted some music on, did you? Well, not while I gut you like a fish." And he's going to take a shot at you.
Gut you like a fish, but you're a pig, mate.
Titus, answer me honestly now. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the honesty. You take... Oh my god, you take 10 points of piercing damage. You are raging, so that's half to 5. So only 5 points of damage at this point. But yeah, he raises his hand cannon after smashing this jukebox, fires it at you. It lands just in your abdomen, like in the side of you, and you take it like a champ. But yeah, 5 points of damage there. That is Hogfolk. Written down these numbers. Hogfolk 2. That's the medium boy, and he kind of looks back between the big boy, the little guy, and you, who we've seen just get shot, and he turns back around and advances towards Lakeland Zager, and he sees him standing there, and he raises up his dagger, and he's going to try and stab into Lakeland Zager. It's only a 12 to hit. He misses, so he lunges forward.
Shit.
Lakeland, like...
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Lakeland steps to the side, and for some reason he hears someone shout, "Oh no, what?" And he misses this hogfolk's attack, who's growling and snorting in his face. It's Officer Lakeland Zager's turn, and he's going to retaliate against this hogfolk who has just attacked him. Oh yeah, definitely hits with a 17. He lunges this electronic arcane knife into the side of this hogfolk. We'll see how much damage it does. Okay, he does 6 damage to this hogfolk. And now this hogfolk is going to roll a Roll a saving throw to see if he's paralyzed or not.
Oh.
He passes with flying colours. He got a 24. So you see this knife from Lakeland Zager's arm launch into this hogfolk, and you all see, without rolling a perception check, your very keen eyesight, where this electronic knife pierces into the side of the pig. You just see instant cooked bacon on the side of this pig's pig's body.
I'm so hungover, I could take a bite out of that. Oh, are there any bread rolls in here? Any HP? Any HP sauce?
Oh yeah, there's a whole condiment section. There's like burger buns and this fueling station is disposable barbecue ready, no doubt.
This little piggy went wee all the way home.
Lakeland Zager stands his ground. We move on to the little boy, Hogfolk number 3, who kind of is going to do a perception check around the room. Oh, goodness gracious me. He got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Aark,
Oh.
as you're looking through the hole down in the room, he catches a glimpse of your wings just kind of fluttering by, and he sees your cloak, he sees your kind of tunic, and he shouts to the room as a free action, "Boss, there's someone on the roof! There's someone on the roof!" And he turns to shoot towards wherever you are. He'll be making this attack with disadvantage because he can't quite see you.
Yes, welcome to my world.
Okay.
Relatable.
He got a 19 on his first shot. Ooh, and he got a 5 on his second. So he rings out this shot towards you, Aark. You see it come through the tin roof, but it completely misses you. That's the end of his go. Aark, we're back to the top of the round. It's your go now.
Great. So the one that shot me, I'm going to point at him and cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh, okay.
So it's a cantrip. You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of dolorous bells fills the air around it. For a moment, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
What's he got to beat?
Has to beat a 14.
Fails, gets a 7.
Yeah. Hold on, let me roll my damage. So he takes 6 necrotic damage.
Ooh, okay. Describe to me how this looks as you inflict this necrotic damage on this tiny little pig boy.
So I just like to think that some blood just pours out of his little piggy ears as these bells go off in his own head.
He puts his hands up to his head, and you see the blood start to pour out where his ears are and under his hands. How much damage did he take? Sorry, was that 7 points of damage?
6, I think.
Okay, 6 damage. Great. He's not looking hurt, but you've inflicted some damage on him. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon at that fucker as well. You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equals to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack on a creature within 5 feet of it. The weapon can take whatever form you choose, so I want it to be, it would look like a spectral pork sausage just appears over the head. And I want to hit him with that pork sausage, please.
You should have gone for like one of those barbecue fork prongs things. You know, the things that are like gonna a trident.
You have a sausage on a barbecue trident. That's
Lovely.
what it's canonically going to be known as now. Do you have to roll to hit with that? Sorry.
I do. Oh, 9 plus 6, so 15.
Hits.
Oh, and I could roll my bless as well. So hits, lovely. So that's going to be 1d8. So that is, that's 1 plus 4, so 5 damage.
5 damage to this little piggy boy in this Hawaiian shirt with a knife and a gun at his side. He's looking hurt now. You've started to hurt this boy. Titus, it's now your go.
I'm going to try and jump over and get close enough to this big bastard to shiv him, I suppose.
Okay. Okay. Athletics check with disadvantage to get over this table that you're behind.
I'm picturing like a hurdling thing, but I'm also picturing him catching both feet on the top of the table and losing all of his teeth. So here we go. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. We can handle that. 10.
10? 10 just does it.
Oh, he clips
Nice
it, but stumbles
one.
and makes it.
Yeah. You push yourself up with your gargantuan arm span, like put full kip up, like over this table, but your foot just catches the back of it, and you spin round. And, I meant to do that. But with your movement, you are now over this table. What do you want to do? You're all up in his grill now.
Yeah, it's time to start making some fucking bacon, I think. Take a swing at him with a greatsword, please.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I just read this as you were talking. What is, or how do I, or when can I apply a frenzy attack? Because I feel like I've leveled up now, and I don't know if that was there before. It says, while in a frenzy, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. What do I have to do for that? Or is that just part of me now?
So right now, if you wanted to... Essentially, what you'd be doing is going into a frenzied rage. So you're raging, you go into a frenzy. Now you can make a single attack, and on your next turn, if you attack again, you could then use a bonus action to attack again. So you essentially give yourself 2 attacks. So you won't be able to attack again now, but you could do it on your next turn.
But it's a good idea, yeah, considering we've got 3 blokes to try and deal with. Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. I'll go into a frenzied rage, but for now, yeah, I'll just swing it in with the great sword.
Okay, great. Roll to hit.
Okay. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 absolutely hits this gargantuan pig boy.
All right. 10 damage.
You swing with your greatsword into the side of this guy again, like slicing open a gammon joint, scoring it across the top to make perfect crackling in the oven. You cut this guy up and take 10 damage of this guy's life. That's the end of your go, Titus. It's now Zakaiya's go. What are you doing?
So I'm not going to get to the big ugly fella. I'm going to go for the little piggy boy. Because I think he's more my size. So I'm going to go straight to him.
Okay, little piggy boy is further away at the moment.
Is he? In that case then, fuck it. I'll join Titus. I'll go to the big ugly guy. So going for the big ugly guy, and I'm going to roll to hit with the magical shillelagh hand axe.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, God. Nat 20. Yeah!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh, please don't tell me I've got disadvantage on it, though. Do what? I bet I do, don't I? Are you sure? Okay, all right. I didn't want to cheat.
This is an attack roll, not an ability check. So
yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
You've rolled normally. It's only after 3 levels of exhaustion you get disadvantage on attack rolls, and saving throws. So yes. So your damage for this is a D8 plus what?
Yep. So I got 23. Does that hit first of all?
Yep, that definitely hits. Yeah. I mean, you got a nat 20, so it definitely hits. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. All right. So it's the damage is now 1d8 plus 3. So...
Amazing. So roll a D8 plus 3, double it.
Oh shit, man. Oh my god. So I got 10. So that's 20 damage.
Oh my god.
Zach's not necessarily strong until there's like one moment where she needs to be, and then it's just like, how did that come out of you? As I get him, can I say, you swine?
Yes.
Yes, you shout in the face of this big, ugly fucker, you swine. Fucking hell, Zakaiya. Fucking hell, Amy. This guy is looking so hurt with just one move that you've put on him.
Yes!
You've used your movement. You've used your action. You now have a bonus action that you can use.
Okay. Actually, I can use Healing Word as a bonus action according to D&D Beyond. So I will use the Healing Word spell on Lakeland.
Oh, you nice person, you.
Yeah, well, we need him to fight for us, don't we? And, you know...
Okay, you cast...
I want my Twix.
You cast Healing Word. Tell us how that works, just so we're all in the same room together.
Absolutely. So a creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So 1d4. I got full points. I got a 4. So there you go, Lakeland. Have 4 points back.
Okay.
I'm going to celebrate that fantastic carving of the hog roast by going and blowing my nose. BRB. Keep fighting.
You hold out your hand and cast Healing Word on Officer Lakeland Zager, who looks healthier immediately for the help that you have supplied him with. It's now the turn of the big, ugly hogfolk boy, who stood right in front of Titus and also right in front of Zakaiya. He has felt your not almost killing blow, but he really felt your hit, Zakaiya, so he is going to go after you. He puts his little hand cannon in his holster, and he rears his sword from the back of his back, and he's going to swing for you. Does a 15 hit you, Zakaiya?
She did.
She's gone to blow her nose, isn't she?
I'm just going to put some really strong nose blowing sound effects over this whole section. That's my plan.
Just a one little fart noise just squeaks through.
Okay.
She's fallen over, hasn't she? That's what she's done.
She's died.
Literally fallen over.
She's actually died. Is anyone else swelteringly hot?
What are we talking about? How sweaty everyone's bollocks are?
We are. Absolutely. Zakaiya, does a 15 hit you?
Yes, it does, unfortunately. My armor class is only 12.
Okay. This big ugly guy swings into the side of you. You take... Oh, goodness. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
As you get sloshed into with this big pig who has a knife.
He's a big pig. Yup. Yep. Hope so. People get where that comes from. Okay, cool.
As a bonus action, he is going to pull out his pistol and he's going to have a shot at Lakeland as well. So he swung for you. He's turned around. He's shooting at Lakeland. Oh, nat 20. Okay. Double damage to Lakeland. Double damage to Lakeland. Here we go. Just been healed for 4 damage, but let's see. Oh my god, Lakeland takes 20 points of damage.
Oh no,
Shit.
mate.
Okay. And yes, that is doubled for everybody listening. He got a 10. It's doubled to 20. So, yeah, you see this bullet land straight in the chest of Lakeland, and you see Lakeland not collapse to the ground, but he's very close to collapsing right now. That is Hogfolk number 2. That's Medium Boy, who is stood to the right of the big burly Hogfolk, and he's going to swing into you, Titus. Oh, misses. Got a 6.
Oh, nice.
Rears up with his sword, swings round, completely misses with you.
I do a crotch chop at him.
You crotch chop at him. He snores. You can't crotch chop at me. And you see him rear or pull out from his back a shotgun, cocks it, and goes for a bonus shot against you.
What? Is that just because he crotch chopped?
I'm sorry.
Does an 18 hit you, Titus?
I really wish it didn't. Yes.
Okay.
No way.
Oh, okay. Shotgun. Getting the D8s out. Here we go, ladies and gents.
The 8s, plural. Excuse me.
Okay. That's, you take 8 damage, half to 4, as this is piercing damage, as he cocks this shotgun and rings it into your chest just as you bring up your hands from the crotch chop.
Oh no!
That's Officer Lakeland Zager, who is nearly collapsed on the floor with this tiny little hogfolk around him going, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking fucking kill you, you little prick! With his hands over his head as Toll the Dead is still ringing out in his head. Lakeland isn't on the floor, so he's not prone, so he doesn't get advantage on an attack next time. Sorry, guys, I'm just working something out. Okay. Officer Lakeland Zager takes his blue arcane electronic knife, and from his position, he rears it up into the air, nowhere near where this small hogfolk is, and slams it into the ground. You see this blue arcane eruption come out, like some kind of like what you've seen before, like an electrical explosion all around. The tiny hogfolk person does not save from this attack, so he's going to take full damage.
Ooh.
You see this, the smallest of the hogfolk bounty hunters in this Hawaiian shirt, Hawaiian shorts, and like bounty hunter boots, disintegrate into chopped up meat. He's dead. You just see this dome of explosive blue arcane energy erupt all around. Doesn't affect Lakeland whatsoever, but you see just blood and guts of this hogfolk just splattered all over the ground. And Lakeland kind of rears his head up, looks towards the room and goes, Aark, Captain Aark, sir, I've got everything under control, I think, but I will be needing your help. Any help here?
Can I just be violently ill, just sick, where I'm standing from the smell of it all?
Oh,
and the
Zakaiya
hangover.
throws up. Yeah, the hangover really is hurting you now. It would be
And
the
I go, damn, Lakeland, where you get that from, boy?
You look over at Lakeland and he looks like a disheveled anime character in a final boss fight. He's just like, I always knew I could do this. It would be the tiny hogfolk guy's go, but he's gone. He's fried. He's bacon, man. He is grilled to fuck. We're back to the top of the round. Aark, it's your go. You have the big burly hogfolk and the medium-sized burly hogfolk.
The big guy's taken damage, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Toll the Dead on that big guy, please. Okay. So that's a wisdom saving throw, has to be at 14.
Ooh, gets a 15.
Cool. Nothing happens to him. But as a bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon to behind him and give him a smack with my spiritual weapon. So that's a nat 20.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Aark. Yes. Okay. Double that. Roll your damage. Double it.
So 7 plus 4 is 11. So that's 22 damage.
All we do is win, 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 no matter
No matter what.
Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
Okay.
Damn, he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Yes, the references are back. We're back, baby. We're going for it. Aark, you see that this burly hogfolk bounty hunter he's not on death's door, but he's at the gate to get to death's door, like he's walking up the garden path.
Okay.
He is so low on HP, it's great. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Titus, my boy, this is your go, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's time to put this boy out of his misery. Mainly because I've got a line I've been wanting to say for the last 5 minutes. I really hope I kill
knew
him.
you would have been thinking of a line.
Yeah. So just swing the old greatsword again, I suppose.
Roll to hit.
Imagine if I get a nat 20 here after what you two have pulled out. Ooh, no. 19. Unnatural 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, you done fucked up now, boy. 8 damage.
You have knocked him down to 1 HP.
Oh.
I would like to remind you that you went into a frenzied rage on the last turn. Therefore, if you would like to attack with your bonus action, you may go ahead.
Do you know what I thought then? I was like, oh yeah, get him. And I was like, but Zach did all the hard work. I kind of want to let Zach have this one.
But to be fair, it's quite nice because normally it's me. You get all the glory. Well, not all the glory, but you get all the hits in, and I miss a lot. So I've had my fill. Don't worry.
As a rule of cool,
Okay.
guys, if it gets to your go and you finish an enemy, a monster, anything, you can absolutely just describe it that you involve other people in the death of this monster. So, Titus, whatever you want to do to then hand over
Okay.
to Zakaiya, go for it.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Yes. So I'm going to direct you, Zakaiya, with my greatsword, but I'll roll to hit with it just to make sure that we do what.
Yes,
I've
absolutely.
got something planned.
Let's do it.
Also going to require a big leap of logic in a second, Ollie. Just a heads up. Okay.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Oh, yes, it does.
I mean, there's literally no point in me rolling this, is there?
No.
But anyway, the damage is 13.
13 damage. Amazing. Titus, finish him.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is, Ollie, is there any chance there's a bowl of apples on the counter of this diner?
Titus looks around for a second, and this is an old 50s diner, so it's normally pancakes and syrup, and I mean, there's plenty of bacon and pulled pork in this place. But yeah, you see a single apple merely an arm's reach away from you, just on a booth bench.
Okay, so I'd like to grab that and then, like, present my... I don't know why I'm doing this on our video call when this is a podcast, but I'm presenting my sword so that she can, like, almost like she's unsheathing it, but it's already unsheathed. And he's already... Is he knocked down to the floor?
He's stood up at the moment, so you've hit him, you've done damage, but just describe what you want to do.
What I'd like to do is... Basically, I want Zakaiya to... Not in the bad way, but to spit roast him. So I'm going to shove the apple in his mouth, and I want her to go opposite end to pierce the apple. But just before she does that, so I've shoved the apple in his mouth. He's all right. And I'm going to lean in close, and I'm going to go, "Hey, buddy, I think you should get someone to order you a ambulance."
Yes! Yes! Okay. The apple is in the mouth. You spit roast this guy right in front of everybody in the...
I don't. Zach does. I'd like that pointed
Yes,
out.
I will fully take that. I will.
Well, I'd
spit
also
roast.
like to point out that a spit roast takes 3 people, so you have to join in if you want to do this.
I've been forced into this.
Yeah, you absolutely finished this guy by spit roasting him. Thank you for listening, everybody. Good night.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Good to be back.
Zakaiya, it's your go. The medium-sized boy is still right next to you, or right next to
Nice.
Titus. Sorry, I
We're
should
next
say.
to Titus. Nice.
Yeah.
So I've done this spit roast for Titus and let him had
Yep.
his awesome Granny Smith in the mouth moment. Can I? I'm just so tempted to like abandon the fight and just find like some HP sauce and a nice crusty roll. But I'm not. I'm gonna be good. So I will turn to the other guy, and I'm gonna go for him with the hand axe again. So I'm gonna roll to hit. 14.
Ooh, just misses.
Oh, never mind.
So you swing across this guy with the hand axe. He ducks out of the way. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Did you roll your bless?
Oh, I didn't roll my bless. No.
Roll that bless. Roll
Roll
that bless.
that
Oh, hold on.
D4.
If you're rolling your D4 anyway and you're telling me you're going to do it, the smallest you can get is a 1, so you hit. Roll your damage.
Amazing. Okay, great. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You're blessed. You're blessed.
Hashtag bless. Yeah, I know. I love a little voice in my head. I wish Jamie was there for like scary, anxious moments in my life, just to be like, "You're blessed. You're blessed." Right. Okay. So it is 7.
7 damage. The first
7
damage.
damage.
The first damage that this medium hog boy has taken.
Hogboat.
Hogboat.
What-
Yeah.
What do I do to him?
What do you do to him?
Yeah, with the hand axe. Like, how bad's he looking?
Oh, I see.
Slashed side.
Right. It's like, didn't you tell me you attacked him, so you know what you're doing, surely.
I was getting into the vibe, you know.
What do I do? Yeah. I see. You want me to describe
I've
it?
7
okay,
damage.
great.
7 damage. Come on.
7 damage. Okay. You launch forward to get this medium hog boy away from Titus, and you slash across his abdomen. He's like, this guy is like medium build, but he's so lean. Like, he's just like muscles everywhere, like sinew, and you split his six-pack in half, like it's gone. It just seems to like tumble away. But with 7 damage, you cut this guy, this hog folk open, and he steps back and he snorts and he stumbles. Anything else you can do with your turn? I guess you got movement if you wanted to.
I'm going to say, mate, looks like you need some ointment for that.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. You guys are on fire. Okay.
Yep.
Zach, is that the end of your turn? You've got movement.
That is indeed the end of my time. I'm still laughing so much at you. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you
Your
do?
Face. Your face was so funny.
It's so funny. I
yeah,
can't see
amazing.
your face this time, but I forget that you can see my face, so I'm like,
That's it. It's me. I'm the lurker. Yep, cool. That's ends my turn there.
Okay. It's this medium hogfolk boy's turn. And he pulls out from his inner pocket in his Hawaiian shirt an object that you've all seen before. A see-through perspex kind of looking object that looks exactly like a holocard. And he pulls it up to his face, presses his thumb on the holocard, and he's going to roll an insight check. With a 21, he pulls up the holocard, presses the buttons, and immediately sees your faces. Titus, Zakaiya, Aark's faces. Wanted criminals.
Hey.
40,000 gold pieces alive. 20,000 gold pieces dead each. And he is going to, as a bonus action, he's going to take the dodge action, and then as his action, he's going to do a full dash to get out of this fueling station. Zakaiya and Titus, you are right next to him as he runs. He leaps over the table and heads towards the back door, but you can get opportunity attacks with disadvantage on this guy as he makes a run for it. Roll to hit if you want to.
There's a 22 hit.
What? That's your lower. Zakaiya, what did you get?
15.
15. Okay.
Still pretty good.
Okay.
Still pretty
Yeah,
good.
not
Still
bad.
really
Yeah,
good,
but in comparison to that, I feel like I made a right pig's ear of it. Hey.
Hey!
Shit.
Shit.
Remember, everyone, meat is murder.
Okay. Titus, roll damage. Amy, sorry, Zakaiya, roll damage.
Okay.
13 damage.
13 damage. As he turns and runs and slips this holocard back in his Hawaiian shirt pocket, looking absolutely astounded at what he's seen on the holocard. You slash across into his back, straight down his spine. Zakaiya, you do exactly the same. How much damage do you do?
So I actually got an 8 on my D8, so I got 11
Nice.
overall. Rolling high in the damage tonight, guys.
You guys really, really fuck up this medium-sized hog boy. But he makes it without being knocked out over the counter and runs straight out the back door. And he is gone into the woods.
Whoa.
He's trying to save his bacon.
Yeah, he is trying to save his bacon. We go.
I'm on the roof. I'm on that roof.
We go back up to the top.
There we
go
go.
back up to the top of the round. He's out the back door. and into overgrowth and undergrowth. What you doing, Aark?
Wombling free.
Yes, thank you, Amy, for that.
So have I seen the direction that he's going in?
Yeah, you've seen. You know exactly where he's going.
But I can't see him at all.
Roll me a perception check.
I rolled a 2, so I don't think I'll be able to see him.
Oh.
You don't see where he goes. You see through the hole in the tin roof that he goes towards the back door, smashes through it, and starts running through. You don't quite hear which direction he starts running off in.
I'm not going to chase. I'm going to let him go. And, fly down to everyone else who's in the diner.
You see Lakeland Zager pick himself up from the floor, dusts himself off, and kind of turns around to the cold condiments and fuel station snacks and goes, Captain Aark, Titus, Zakaiya, anyone for Scotch eggs on me?
Yes. Yes. Can me and Titus do our thing where we try and cure the hangover if we get an at 20?
Oh my god.
The pressure is so it's not gonna happen. And even, do you know what, Titus?
No.
Nobody will ever believe us if it does.
No. I'm trying to get this so you can see where I'm rolling the dice in a minute.
Okay. Lakeland Zager hands out mini Scotch eggs to you both. I say you unwrap them. They're already unwrapped. This isn't a very hygienic fueling station.
No.
They've been sat in the sun a little while, but they're not going to kill you if you try to eat them. You eat them. Both roll me D20s, please. We're not plussing anything to this. This is just nat 20s.
Oh my god.
No.
I don't know, 'cause I'm sweaty and I've got the flu. I don't want to put my camera on.
Oh my god.
But nobody will believe me.
Are you serious?
I'm honest to God, on my mum's life, I'm not shitting you. I've got an at 20.
Oh my god. No.
Genuinely, 100% a nat 20. And I didn't want to say it because I genuinely thought it would just be like, oh, yeah, good one.
Amy. Getting a nat 20 to not be hungover anymore, not have a level of exhaustion is ridiculous.
No, that's insane.
From one Scotch egg.
Okay, Zakaiya, you pop these
Oh
Scotch
my
eggs in your
days.
mouth and you no longer suffer one level of exhaustion. You're rolling normal. You do not have disadvantage on ability checks.
Man. I think that's cured me in real life, you know? I feel so rejuvenated.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's get anticlimactic now. Titus.
Yep. Here we go.
Roll a d20.
Shout out to our friends at Dice Goblin, of course.
Yes.
Go on, Titus, go on.
Here we
Okay.
go. Here we go.
It was a 5.
It was a 5. Okay.
I was really worried for a split second I was going to get like a nat 1 and choke to death, so I was happy with a 5.
A Scotch egg takes him out.
Yeah, Zakaiya, you wolf back these Scotch eggs and you immediately feel so much better. Titus, you with a 5, you have a really bad Scotch egg. It doesn't sit right in your stomach and you just start throwing up where you stand.
Repeating on me.
Yeah, it repeats. You throw up all over the floor.
It's those little burps that you get. Like, there's nothing behind it. It's just...
Lakeland kind of, again, dusts himself off, looks at Titus covered in sick and Zakaiya, who's right as rain now. Aark, you've come down in through the hole in the ceiling. And he then kind of looks around the room and surveys the room and he says, Captain Aark, sir, I don't mean to be as urgent as I am, but with that bounty hunter gone, there'll be more and they'll be coming now. If he's seen on that holo card what you've seen, we're not safe here. We need to get the sub fueled immediately and we need to leave.
Yeah, let's go. Let's move.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
Lakeland runs over to the barrels. He manages to push a barrel over, rolls it to the edge of the sub, and starts fueling up. He turns to you all as you're kind of exiting the fueling station and says, Have you got everything that you came with? If you want to search the bodies quickly, you can do, but we must get going now. Titus, can you get me another barrel of the giant squid ink, please? We need to take some supply with us as well.
Yes, sir.
Can I search the bodies?
Yeah, of course you can. You go in, roll me an investigation check. Titus, roll me an athletics check to get this barrel over.
As Zakaiya goes past me, I'm going to cast guidance on her.
Great.
And then I'm going to turn to Titus and give him the help action.
Amazing. Okay. So Aark and Titus, you're both trying to get this extra barrel over to the submarine. Roll athletics checks, please.
Yeah, I just have.
Yeah.
So I've given you the help action. So can you can...
Yeah, that doesn't really fucking help me, mate, when I rolled a nat 20 at this point.
Oh,
One roll off. One roll off.
It does, doesn't it?
No, I rolled a 13 after that, so I got a 19, but it just feels so anticlimactic all of a sudden.
Hey.
But I've rolled one nat 20 earlier, one roll earlier.
You're so disappointed by a nat 20 in my life.
Because I've given you the help action, it cancels out your disadvantage, so you've literally just rolled a nat 20.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 So much
It's gonna
confusion.
be okay, little buddy.
So much confusion over maths, guys. Okay. Titus, because you got a nat 20 on that, you get one barrel, put it on the back of the sub, and you get a second barrel as well. So you've overcompensated for the fuel that this scouting sub needs.
It sinks. Oh no!
Zakaiya, sorry, with all this excitement, what were you doing again? You were searching bodies.
Investigation check for this. All right, don't worry. I've had my moment. My moment. Investigation check. I got a modded 20.
Oh, modded 20, yeah. Are you searching for anything in particular or just searching all the bodies for something?
Just searching for any items of interest that could help us with the quest. So weapons, money, holocards, anything existing that's good like that.
Okay, you find a couple of gold pieces on each of the guys, totaling to maybe six gold pieces that you pick up for yourself.
We've got 1,000 each, haven't we? So it's not really going to add much to that.
It's a drop in the ocean compared to what you guys actually picked up in Iliad. But you also find a holocard. It's been net jacked again, exactly like the one that Titus headbutted and broke earlier in Iliad. But yeah, you have another holocard.
Okay, I imagine it's going to be the exact same thing, just the bounty. That's probably what they've got. So I might just break it if that's cool. Just smash it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Unless you guys think there might be something useful on it, but I feel like it might just be the same thing and we don't want to leave a trail.
Dad?
Dad? Father?
Daddy Parrot, if you wanted to roll an insight check at this point, you could.
17.
17. With a 17, you know that these holocards are on a network, so it doesn't matter how many you break, other people will still have access to them.
It's like me thinking I'm destroying my Twitter profile by smashing a laptop, isn't it, really? Ah, crap.
Exactly. So yeah, it's up to you. You can keep the holocard if you want.
In that case, I'll pocket it. Yep, I'll pocket it.
You pocket it. Lakeland Zager kind of ushers towards you all to come and jump on this scouting sub and let's get going before, all these other bounty hunters show up.
Before we go, are there any kind of like drums of oil left?
Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 just kind of all stacked.
I would, just for shits and giggles, like to blow it all up.
Yes!
Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
I want some description from Oli. So if I just going to leave a little trail of this ink up to like a load of these cans and like a fuse kind of thing, and as we kind of go off. Actually, has anyone got anything to light it with? Because I'm looking at my items and I have nothing.
Oh, actually, I think I've got a tinderbox or something.
Yeah, I had something like that.
I love how we've done this with like going.
Tinderbox, yeah.
Tinderbox.
Yeah, I got a tinderbox.
Someone want to do the honours?
Yep, do I have to roll anything or can I just, use a match?
No, this is roller call. You can absolutely do this. So this is how this goes down.
Sorry, I couldn't. Someone, whoever's doing this, Ames, if it's you, can you please say release the spark?
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I've got this description down. Here we go. This is gonna be the best yow of all time.
We're gonna ask you for more elaborate descriptions now, aren't we? Since this episode, what do we do, Wally?
Okay. Yeah, but what do you do, Zakaiya? You see, Lakeland ushers you all into the sub. He jumps down the ladder, like slides down it, immediately hits the control panel, which starts up the submarine. You hear it chugging and glugging all of the oil as it intakes into the engine. You hear the pistons start to pump. Aark, you enter into the sub. Titus, you jump in. Zakaiya, you jump on top of the sub, and fuck it, shits and giggles, you do an acrobatic flip onto the top of this submarine to land directly through the hole and down the ladder. And as you fall through the hole, you flick this lit tinderbox and you say,
Release the spark!
wow! You see,
Yes.
no sooner has this tinderbox hit this squid ink on the floor, it just careens up, hits the barrels, and as you're taking off, these barrels just boom explode. You see the fuel station go up in an absolute mushroom cloud. You see the tin roof that was on top of it just splinter into shrapnel and fire into the sky in all kinds of directions. As you're speeding off, you kind of hear some of the tin start hitting the submarine as it comes down.
Oh no!
Ding, 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 like into the side of it. No big shrapnel pieces, but just little bits, like hot magma lava hot. And this fueling station that you were in 30 seconds ago is no more. Boom.
Yeah, boy.
And you start sailing up the Ceraclean River. Officer Lakeland Zager kind of turns to you all and says, "Look, I know I'm not exactly who you wanted to come and, I don't know, help you or guide you, but I really appreciate you coming in there, and soldiers stick together, so thank you so much for coming in and helping me in my time of need. I owe a debt to you all."
Can we all look at each other quite shiftily? Because, Aark didn't really want to get involved. He wanted to do the pump. Me and Titus were only really in there to find the Ginsters, so...
You all look at each other a bit sheepishly and shiftily. He doesn't really notice it. He's just happy to be alive at this point. He does turn to you all and says, "Look, I am going to be piloting this ship for another day and a half just to get you to the Ujian Ski and Leisure Resort. But is there any chance anyone could heal me? Anybody got any spells or healing potions or anything like that, just to make the journey more bearable for me?"
I was just patting my pockets going, "Oh, potion. I haven't got any, so...
Titus can do a medicine check. He's a pro at medicine checks.
Yeah,
Risky CPR.
Okay.
I can attempt to restart your heart. It's not stopped. Yeah, but...
That's not a paddle, that's an iron.
Can I drive again, military background, can I drive a submarine?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You've had experience with the escape pod, and your previous military background would let you do this. So yeah, you absolutely can if you want to let Lakeland Zager take a short rest.
Or a long, because I think Titus and Lakeland could probably do with a long rest. So if Zach fancied being my co-pilot for this next bit of the journey.
Yeah, that's fine.
Aw.
That's really sweet. Let's yeah, I will happily do that. I've never been on one of these things before. Let me accompany you.
Okay.
Is that all right? Does that sound all right to everyone?
Lakeland, one question for you. Big spoon or little spoon?
I'm from the military, Titus. There's only one kind of spoon, and it's a ration spoon. What do you mean?
Why are you the way that you are? Right, I'm going to bed. Bye.
Why are you the way that you are?
What is the point of you?
I thought I was growing to like him after what I just saw. The diving back into the ship and all that. The energy, arcane energy, and then he has to remind me why I don't like this.
He's a bloody job's worth, isn't he?
Yeah. Can I fart on his pillow before I go to bed, please? I'm gonna give him pink eye.
You absolutely can, Titus. Titus, are you taking one of the double master bedroom, or are you taking one of the bunk beds?
With that fucking attitude, I'll take the double master bedroom, please.
You swan on in, Conor McGregor style, swaying arms and chest. After saying, "Why are you the way you are?" into the double master bedroom with the ensuite, slams the door, and no sooner have you walked in, you are dead asleep in bed. Officer Lakeland Zager kind of looks around really puzzled and goes, Big spoon or little spoon? I just don't. I can't fathom it. And he's just talking to himself as he walks back to the bunk bed, so confused. And Aark and Zakaiya, you are left in the cockpit of this submarine. It's the first time that you've been alone together since you had the conversation that you had outside of Iliad.
Made the rainy pact.
You made the rainy pact. What do you both do?
So, I'm going to use healing words just to give myself a little bit of a boost, because I actually have got 10 health docked, didn't I? So
Yeah.
I will quietly just cast that. 2. So that puts me on, that gives me a grand total of 23. To be honest, I'm sure we can have a short rest at some point. That's fine.
Okay. You heal yourself up. What are you? I mean, have either of you sat down in the pilot's chairs? You're just in the room with each other at the moment.
Yeah. So, you know how to pilot this thing, steer this thing.
Yeah, join me as co-pilot, and I'm gonna walk over to the cockpit. I'm gonna, flick a few switches, do a few checks, and just keep on trucking.
All the checks that you do are fine. All the systems are running, and silence comes across the room as you're all just sat in the cockpit.
From the other room, you hear.
Titus breaks the silence. The silence dissipates and dulls down.
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out a necklace. And I'm going to hold it up above my face and just look into it.
I see him doing this, obviously, in front of me.
You do. You absolutely see this. Yeah.
What's that? What have you got there? Did you loot that from one of the piggies?
I'm just going to hand it over to Zach and go, what do you make of this?
So what am I looking at? What's on the end of it? Is it like a pendant?
You see a jade green pendant in the shape of a globe. It's no bigger than, say, a wine cork, like hanging from a leather necklace. The globe depicts every planet in the solar system of Parlay. You see Eid, Orans, Yuyo, Een, both your home planets, Azul, Igo, and Ole. You see all the planets are lit up like a picture you'd see of Earth from space in the shadow of nighttime. And as you grasp the pendant in your hand, you start to feel a strong pull from your life force, like towards it and into it. Not as if you were going to be trapped by it, but like a feeling of discoverable truth that lies within this object.
Oh, that feels weird. I feel like I can't tell if I've seen this before, or maybe it feels like it's pulling me in. Do you feel that way when you look at this thing?
I'm assuming I don't.
You don't, Aark, but Zakaiya, you definitely do.
I'm going to cast guidance on Zakaiya and just go to can you just, concentrate on it and, I don't know, go with whatever you're feeling to do with it.
Or, I mean, where did you get this? I'm just a bit sus of this. What is it?
Sus.
Sus.
Madame Morgana gave it to me.
Okay.
So I met Madame Morgana just after she died in a holding dimension or whatever it was, and she said this was a way that you could find your mum if you wanted to find her.
My mum's dead, and you know that of all people.
I think it's your biological parent.
Oh. Oh man, that's a lot. And Madame Morgana knew about this? She gave you this with those instructions?
I'm not saying you should go searching for her. I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong thing to do here. I'm just saying that, this is yours. This is meant for you. And whatever you choose to do, we're both here for you.
Thank you, I guess. I'm so confused by all of this. I feel as though I've just found out that someone who I was really close to technically had a hand in killing my family, or who I thought were my family, and now you're giving me another option. I don't know if I'm ready for all this. I just think I'm going to take this and just sort of be alone with it for a bit and see if I can figure out. Did she say anything about how to make it work?
No, sorry, very, very cryptic. We didn't have much time, to be honest.
Didn't give any more to go on than that.
I think families, obviously family's very, very complicated, and whatever you choose to do won't make Brenna and Lothran not your parents. If you ever want to talk about this or need any help, trying to decipher what it means and how it works, I'm here.
Thank you, Aark. I am curious. I've always thought, what happened to her? Is she even alive? I just assumed that. I don't know if she's out there or not, but I'll look at this. I'll see what I can do. It's a hell of a lot to take on. What about your family? Have you had any more any letters or anything?
Can I check my scrying letters, see if I've had anything?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Have a look at. I'll get my letters out of my bag.
Still has the same message on it that it did from the box realm.
Okay. I've not heard anything, but I guess this is, don't want to say good news for you. It does mean that we are going to meet Aves.
So how on earth are we going to get to them? I know they want us to do this whole, Petro-Solidus thing, but I feel like there's so much more out there for us three. And Elmin as well. I know Titus wants to find him. Do we have to stay on this course? Or do you think we can, break free of this Lakeland guy, nice as he is?
I don't know what to do, Zakaiya. In all of my life, someone has told me what to do. And now now we're here on our own. I have no idea what to do. Sorry.
Hey, no, we put a lot of pressure on you, me and Titus. We're always asking you what to do. And you're always telling us and guiding us. So without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't even, do you know what? Without you, we probably would still be in jail. And I'd still be chewing on that tentacle of good old Squiddy. So, yeah. Well, hey, how about we let's give this a go. Let's make this a project. What shall I do? Do I focus? Do I think about it real hard? Do I stare at it? What do I do?
Can I make an Arcana check?
Aark, you can make an Arcana check, both of you. Either Arcana or Insight, please.
Insight. And Zakaiya's guided.
Either Arcana or Insight. Okay. Actually, I'm proficient in Arcana. Oh, Jamie's made a face. Okay. So that's 23.
Okay.
That's high. I got a 26.
Oh, mate.
You both kind of hold and cradle this jade pendant in the shape of a globe. You kind of both in your hands, really, looking at this. It's a moment. It's a moment that you're sharing together. A helpful moment. A moment that seems to have been so well needed between the both of you, working together, not just in combat, but to right some wrongs from your past. And Zakaiya and Aark, you become one with the energy that this pendant is emitting. You feel an awakening in your mind's eye as you Sherlock Holmes style analyze this object that's in front of you. All the other lights populating the planet's surfaces on this pendant darken, and only two remain shining, much brighter than before. One situated on the red volcanic planet of Irn, in the city of Pyro, in the slums of Ignitica, and one more, located on the ice planet of Olay, in the capital city of Tundra, in the casino district of Gennaro, opposite ends of the solar system. Just as you see these two locations pop up on the pendant, you start to hear the murmuring of engines from behind you on the river, and they start to get louder and louder and louder as they approach you. Officer Lakeland Zager bursts out of the double bed, goes straight up the ladder and looks out the back through the porthole and just goes, "Oh, fuck, they're here." And all you hear is, "Oh, I'm gonna get me a bounty today." And that's where we'll end our session.
Damn. Oh my god. We got some turbo boosters on this sub.
Well, Aark's at the helm, so maybe he can get you guys out of trouble. Maybe not.
No pressure, buddy.
But we'll see in the next episode of the Dice with Death podcast. Thank you so much to my players today, Jamie, Amy, and Adam, for playing. If you're listening to this podcast and you really like what you hear, you should subscribe to us on Spotify, on Apple. Leave us a 5-star review because it really super helps out. I would just like to give a shout out to all the different places, like all around the globe, that are listening to us at the moment. United Arab Emirates, Ireland, Iceland, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Israel, China, Germany, France, Portugal, Sweden, Italy, Kenya. I mean, if you are there listening to us, thank you, because you are really helping us out. Jamie, if people want to find you on the social media, where can they find you? And have you got some plugs for the website for us?
I do have some plugs. So if you want to find me, it's at Jamu1987 on Twitter. On the website, we've been chatting to Grace from Dungeons and Dingbats. She has put together a blog about 3 unexpected books to inspire your next D&D adventure, and they're all bangers. So have a look at my website.
It's so good. It's so good. Shout out to Grace for writing that. And you did a blog swap, didn't you?
We did. So if you want to know how to make a D&D podcast, if you're a bit nerdy, want to know, what editing software do you use? Go on to Dungeons and Dingbats website and you'll find a blog by me.
Which is, I've read it and it's awesome. It's really good. Especially if you're inspired by what we've been doing and you're like, oh, this sounds like a laugh. I want in.
Absolutely, yeah. So go and read that because Jamie's written a great piece. Shout out to Grace. We love you, Grace. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Amy Mallett, if people want to find you on the social media, where can they find you? And any plugs that you want to do as well, why not?
Any plugs? So I'm on Twitter at Amy_Mallett with 2 T's. And then my plug, I guess, can be I have my own podcast dedicated to the best stories of gaming called My Game Fiction Addiction. To be honest, I've been so busy in the lead up to E3 with IGN that I'm probably just going to be doing some sort of bits and bobs podcasting. We did an episode on our E3 predictions the other day. We'll probably do one covering what comes out of E3. But yeah, if you like video games, that's a thing.
That is a thing. That is an actual thing.
That's a thing.
We all play that thing. I'm on there. We did an episode together. It's great. If you love Shadow of the Colossus, go and listen to our episode over there. Yeah, it's My Game Fiction Addiction. Go and go listen. It's great fun.
Also, to big up Amy, sorry, aren't you in the run-in? Isn't like a people's vote choice thing for your podcast running at the moment?
Basically, I think we got nominated for an award with Quite the Thing Media. That was the Twitter channel that I was going to shout out. So thank you very much for giving us. We got nominated in the gaming category, so that was pretty cool. Nice little indie plug. Yeah,
nice work.
Amazing, great work. And also, if you want more from wrestling culture, wrestling news and all that kind of stuff, Adam, where can people find you on the social media and the YouTubes and all that good stuff?
Yeah, you can find me at Adam Wilbourn, and yeah, if you like that wrestling sort of thing, What Culture WWE on Twitter, just search for What Culture Wrestling on YouTube. All the good stuff there. It's getting good again now, I promise.
Is it really?
Hopefully by the time this episode goes out, it will have, so there we go.
Thank you so much for listening this week, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the next episode of Dice with Death. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So you just get disadvantage on ability checks.
Cool. So attack rolls are fine with.
Yeah, it's after 3 levels of exhaustion you get disadvantage on attacks and saving throws. So yeah, just disadvantage on ability checks right now.
I'll edit that out.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. It's not so bad.
You did fall through the pier, so it's not the best, is it? Really?
Less of the you, please. I was light-footed. I was a ballerina made of wind, I'll have you know.
Oh, call back. Love it.